trip, and it was about 3 o'clock in the morning, and the bridge tender fell asleep. I called for like 2 hours, and nobody answered the radio. And finally, I just started blowing the horn. I called everybody, but no, they don't actually have a phone direct that rings in there that I can call. So I had to call like the bridge tender office, and finally, she ended up waking up. It was a girl, and said, "Okay, yeah, I'll start the opening right now." You know,
deep sleeper.
Acted like nothing happened.
Was it probably to stop the horn because the neighbors really didn't like it?
Copy that.
Please proceed.
Doing the video of the windshield wipers in the way or that post in the way.
The next time back.
This is the beautiful part about this New River.
Yeah.
Once you get into the homes and the
Yeah. There's some really nice houses, almost closer to the end of the New River, or beginning, I guess I should say. They're really nice houses.
Like if you want to sit one of the chairs there, maybe.
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you. Oh yeah, rocking back and forth.
No problem. You're welcome.
It just doesn't allow you to.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
Flip slide up.
Flip over, slide up.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Hold on one second. River.
Right. So we're clear to pass.
Yes. So you just want to slow down a little bit and wait for this boat.
So why is he stopped?
Okay, go ahead and start. Don't go too fast. This guy will yell at you, this bridge guy. So just slow down just a little bit.
There's another one.
Yeah, just go ahead and go through the bridge. This center console doesn't know what he's doing.
What's he waiting for?
He's not listening to his radio.
Third Avenue, go ahead. Yes, sir, we're out on Third Avenue, wheel it, please.
So just, you have deep water all the way to that wall. Just try to hug that wall as much as possible. Thank you for the opening, Dave. You have a great day. Thank you for the past opening. So you can go ahead and start getting away from the tree now that he's given us plenty of room.
Now, are there several jungle queens going through, or
No, it should be just. I mean, there may be several boats, but not several jungle
is she
queens.
only jungle queen?
Yeah, there's also the Carry B, which is another river boat. And you may have motor yachts like what's following us coming through too. So you just have to constantly be listening to the radio.
No, that was the one that your dad used to love to go.
Jungle queen?
They used to go up here.
It's pretty fun. They go to their little private island back there and have lunch, and that's pretty fun. doesn't matter to you because you only have one lever.
Correct.
So this one doesn't matter. Throttle only basically means that you're putting it in neutral. You know, like on the side of an outboard, and you push in the side and you can rev it up.
Correct.
So if you push throttle only, that'll basically put it in neutral and you can rev it up if you want to warm up the engine or something.
Isn't that the same as just putting it in
No, because it'll go in forward. It'll propel the boat forward if you just put it into gear. If you push throttle only, it'll rev it up in neutral.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so, and then,
oh, well, you have the same thing here.
right, you have it on there as well.
Okay,
So,
okay. And dock?
dock really doesn't matter in this case. You have your balancer thruster, and then you're just single lever, so it's not,
But what?
dock is like a joystick type of,
So, it doesn't apply here.
doesn't apply.
Okay. And
Control is to set your RPMs. We're going to take the right turn right here. This goes outside the river. But the troll is to set your, say you set your RPMs at, 600 or 800 RPMs and you're trolling, fishing or something, or just going down the river. You can set the troll, and then every plus you hit increases the RPM. So instead of using the throttle up there, you just hit the troll, and then you can increase and decrease the RPMs using the plus and minus.
So you set your RPMs here, whatever, and then you press control, and that will fix the RPMs.
Right. But then you can also adjust it with the plus and minus.
Correct.
Your nav lights are up. In the up position is nav. In the bottom lower position is anchor light. So if you're just sitting on anchor at night, go down. It's a two-way switch. So in the middle is off completely. Up is navigation. Down is anchor. So it actually has a slash, and you can see the anchor in the bottom and the nav at the top. So.
No.
Hornet self-explanatory. This is your searchlight. This one that has like a light head beam, and this is how you control it. That's your water bilge pump. Your wipers. This, of course, to lower and raise your anchor. Wiper fluid. The defroster, and of course your gate, your electronics. These are your trim tabs. Once you get up on a plane, you know how to use trim tabs.
Okay, so actually this, I won't really be using that.
No, the only transfer really. When you go upstairs, you hit transfer twice. That's about the only time you'll really be using
And
it.
the sync?
Sync doesn't matter because you're only one lever anyway. Yeah, that would be like,
If you have full engine.
yeah. It basically synchronizes both levers to the same exact RPM, so you're not running one at 900 and one at 800 by accident, you know what I mean? Seventh Avenue Bridge, day off. It's starting to slow down just a little bit. It's going to take them a little bit to open it.
The 7th Avenue Bridge.
Yes, sir, we're outbound here waiting on your next opening.
Finished outbound trolling?
Yes, sir.
After that, once we clear traffic and pedestrians, we'll start opening.
Thank you very much.
Caution, 3rd Avenue Bridge fans are now going caution.
This one is 7th Avenue.
Yeah, it goes 7th, and then we'll go through Andrews, and then the last one we go through will be 3rd Avenue. Well, that last one in the river, and then of course if we go down the intercoastal, it'll be more, but...
Southwest 7th Avenue, the outbound vessel requesting opening.
Yeah, when you're just treading water like this, you do exactly what you're doing now. You can just keep it in one place with your thrusters.
Truly call, news, 120, gonna be the $100 just west of the tunnel. Sit around over tunnel, proceed outbound to Little, stay by John, news, outbound over tunnel.
I would start to sneak up a little bit closer to the bridge just to give this guy some room behind you. Yeah, actually, you can just start going.
So like 900
RPMs probably.
They're on your bridge, southbound. Right. Are you saying call it? Just call?
No.
Yeah, roger that. You're just now coming into view of the bridge, so I can be outside of you. We'll be holding this up for you, so you can come. Bridge is now going down. Caution. Better all that stuff. Thank you. Thank you.
It used to be easier before, it was just one.
Well, this kind of gives you the opportunity to call before they see you too. This, you can call and have them getting ready before you even get up to the bridge. It makes things speed up a little bit.
I think the last time they told me that 1,000 RPM was the good speed for.
Every boat is different. You could do that, but all those, to be honest with you, all those brokers don't have a captain's license, and they really have nothing to lose if they get pulled over.
But I think it was Alex. Alex was the one that came with.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't risk it because I've got the captain's license to lose.
Is Alex a captain too?
No, he knows how to operate a boat really well, but he's not a captain, not a licensed captain. So, thank you very much for the opening 7. Have a great day. Yeah, I mean, he knows what he's doing. I wouldn't, just take what he says to heart, because if he says 1,000 is fine, I would go with that, but I just like to, I don't know, I like to err on the side of, safety, caution, whatever you want to say, because if a cop's having a bad day on the river, he can just pull you over and say, hey, you're throwing too much wake, and then of course, that goes against my record, so I just try to play it safe.
Yeah.
Because honestly, 900 compared to 1,000 RPMs is probably only going to save you 3 minutes down the river, so.
It's like going on the train with 60 or 65.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, we're going to have to wait. No matter how fast we go, these bridges like to open for boats and groups, so we'd have to wait for this guy anyway, and he's going slower than us, so.
Andrew Avenue Bridge, Andrews Avenue Bridge, 3 out 3. We are outbound. Downtown City Hall, downtown City Hall, City Hall, Yes, Captain. Sit back and stand by next to your boat. Okay, thank you. We can be leaving about 5 minutes today.
Andrews Avenue, day off.
3 out 3 is for passing the 4-star center, pushing it over.
Andrews Avenue, day off.
I think it's going to go week by week.
The bridge is slow down, actually.
Andrews Avenue, Andrews Avenue. 3 out 3.
Let me go ahead.
Andrews Avenue.
This bridge takes like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We are approaching the bridge. We're just coming by the
Last time we had to wait for it.
Yeah, it takes so long, so we want to try to get through it. Alright, sorry, I didn't mean to take over for you. You can take over. I
No,
just
no, it's good. No,
wanted to get through there real quick.
I didn't know if you wanted to back up or.
I can't believe he's gonna go through that. Oh, okay. I thought it said 30 seconds. It says 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
It was
Okay.
three and.
Okay, I saw 30 seconds. Andrews Avenue day off.
Andrews Avenue here.
Yes, sir. We're outbound in front of Dreams, waiting on your next opening.
Roger that. Andrews is going up.
Like the start stop is to shut off the engine or shut the engine?
Yeah. You can go ahead. This guy's pushing you a little bit. Should always be going faster than him. I mean, if he has to tell you, then you know he's obviously nervous or we're doing something wrong.
But they usually respect the
Let
speed
him
of.
pull it back to neutral. You have to give way to him. He is the biggest vessel, so the bigger vessel always has right of way.
Okay.
So if he tells you to do something, you do it, as long as it's within safety. And usually those captains know what they're doing, so they won't tell you something that's not safe. But yeah, I mean, he's usually gonna go slower. He'll stay behind you. He's not gonna pass you. You just gotta know, like, when you're coming up between two close bridges like this, especially if you're in a whole line of boats, these big boats have to get out from under the last bridge.
Correct.
So you have to give them plenty of room to get in here. Because I mean, after the boat show, we had 10 boats in a line here going through this river all together. So we all were stacked in between these two bridges real close. So you just have to keep an eye on them. Go ahead and keep going forward. Bump it forward just a little bit.